YouTubers, my name is Alex and we're back with another tutorial. Today we'll be creating this effect.
Hey YouTube, my name is Peter and I will kick this ball to space. Oh my god, I did it. If you guys want to know how to do it, stay tuned.
Alright guys, so in order to do this effect, you will need to film yourself or your actor with the camera as still as possible. Then kick an actual ball into the sky, and after it drops, kick an imaginary ball up, but this time with the camera pointing up to the sky and pretending to follow the ball into space. And the rest is up to you, so yeah. You will also need After Effects and 3 steps. The first step is to make a rough cut. The second step is to create a ball replacement into the sky. And the third step is sound effects and camera shake. Let's get into it.
Alright guys, we are in After Effects and step 1 is to create a rough cut. So let's go ahead and bring our footage right here into After Effects. And we're going to create a new composition. Let's name this to Ball to Space 1920 by 1080, 30 seconds long, depending on how long is your video. And alright, so I'm going to drag my footage into the timeline and I'm going to crop it and I'm going to trim it first. So I'm trimming it here and right click, trim comp to work area. Alright, so now we have to create a rough cut. So go to the part where you or your actor kicks the ball about right here, and we're going to go to edit, split layer, and then go to the part where you or your actor kick your imaginary ball, and just cut right where it's most shaky, about right here at the start of the shakiness, and just drag it and trim it and drag it. So now we should have something like that. So now these two clips join up and only the ball is missing, and that's what we're going to do in step 2. So let's trim here and right click, trim to comp area, and that is it guys. That's a rough cut. And yeah, so let's move on to step 2. Alright guys, so step 2 is to create a ball replacement, and we're gonna do that by scrolling through the timeline and finding a perfect ball body where the ball is completely shown. So about right here. So we're going to duplicate the layer that it is on and select this max pad, and if you don't have the circle, just hold it and select it, and just by holding shift you make a circle. So hold shift and you make a pretty big circle, and we're gonna move that by selecting that and move. Now it's a bit too big, so we're gonna go here and adjust it manually. So adjust it like so. Alright guys, so now we have a mask of the ball. Now we're going to right click, time, and freeze frame. So now this is a still image of a ball. We're going to hit this so we don't interfere with the mask. So we're going to hit toggle mask and shape visibly. So now we don't see the mask. We can move this around now. So now we're going to move this to the top and bring this to where the rough cut is. So now we are going to try to position the ball where it should be. So for now it should be here, it should be bigger, so just go S and just scale it, put it here. This is just a rough editing. Now hit P and hit shift S, and that would give the position and scale, and hit the stopwatch on both and just animate through. So let's go about 4 frames, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to move this and make it smaller, as in if it's going further away from us. And let's go again, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to scale it down now and about here, and just almost done, and just go maybe like 2 frames and put it out and make it smaller like so. So now we should have something like this. I know it's bad, but it won't be for long. We have something that we want You may have to adjust the toggle if you want your speed to be a lot. But I personally want it to be faster, so I'm just going to select this and just move it 1 frame behind. So now it should move fast. Alright guys, so now it looks pretty crappy, so we're gonna fix that by hitting this enabling motion blur and just enable it on here too, so it will be there. And if it's still not enough, you can go to effect, blur and sharpen, directional blur, and just make sure it's on vertically and just blur it like crazy into what you need, and that should fix your problem. And yeah guys, that's just basically it of the effect. We are almost done, so now it's looking pretty good. And let's head on to step 3. Alright guys, so step 3 is to add sound effects and camera shake. So I have my sound effects right here. You're going to find on YouTube a ball kick sound effect and a big explosion sound effect. We need the explosion to give the effect of the force kicking into the ball. So let's bring this into After Effects. And we'll start with the ball kick. And we'll hit the solo button just to hear it and to where it starts. So mine starts right here. I'm trimming this by hitting Alt and Start Bracket and just put it right here. So now the ball starts there. I may want to bump up the volume by hitting L and just rising it up. And I'm going to end it right here. And let's bring our explosion sound effect. And let's see where it starts. Unsolo the last one. So this is probably where it starts, and just put it here. And after a while, we want to hit L, hit the stopwatch on audio levels, and just go to about here maybe and lower it. So now we should have sound effects ready. And we can unsolo this now. And that's it for the sound effects. So we're going to select all the layers, pre-compose them, and let's call this like final. And we're going to go to effect, expression controls, and slider. And we're also going to expand this, go to effects, and open this. Now also hit Shift P. Now hit transform into the position, and we'll just follow me. Alt and hit on the stopwatch on position, and we are going to write wiggle bracket 10 comma and end bracket, and just go back to that and just parent this to the slider, and you're done. So now that means whatever we do to the slider will depend on how much wiggle we have. So we're going to go where we just kick it about right here, and we're going to hit a stopwatch, and let's just make it right now on about maybe 80. Go 1 frame back and just make it 0, so there isn't any camera shake before that, and then there suddenly is camera shake. And just a bit, we're going to lower it straight away back to 0. And now you realize there's this black thing around the edges, so we're going to do that by just scaling it up or using motion tiles, but that is a bit harder. So yeah guys, that is basically it. That's how you create the ball into space. It's really easy. I hope you could follow along. And yeah guys, so if you like the video, maybe you could drop a like, and yeah. So hope you guys enjoy. Please like and subscribe, and see you guys next time. Bye.